Alright, what's up everybody? So today, just going to be doing a walk around on my 2003 KLR 250. So this is a dual sport dirt bike that is street legal. Dual sport because it's able to be street legal. And it's got a little bit less on the suspension side than a true dirt bike. But this one I've customized in a whole bunch of different ways. So few people will probably know this, but the KLR 250 was originally built for the military and was used by the United States Marine Corps 1982 to 2005, and then they started using the KLR 650. So I basically painted this out to look very military because this was the bike that was used by the Marine Corps. I've also modified it in a number of other ways. So got a pretty heavy duty skid plate on here. It's made out of 1/4-inch plate steel. Got bolt cutters on there for whenever you're going to need bolt cutters. This bike is a kickstart, which makes it a lot more reliable. I've had a number of times, well actually the battery on this bike doesn't work at all. It's totally shot. But the bike still runs great. I've got a manual winch on the bike. Originally, I had a automatic ATV winch on here, but again, the whole power situation, the battery was always either running dead or not working, so I put the manual winch on there, and this has actually gotten me out of a couple of sticky situations. Got a machete on here, bolted directly to the skid plate. That's come in handy a number of times. Up here I got the full hand guards, and one thing I like about these hand guards is they have the mirrors built into them, so I don't have those obnoxious mirrors sticking straight up. Another thing that some of you guys who ride dirt bikes a lot have probably run into is the kickstand is basically worthless in the dirt, so to that end I welded a flat piece of metal on there, which actually works really well to prevent it from sinking into the dirt, so I can actually leave it standing in like a field or whatever without having to worry about it falling over 5 minutes later. One other thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got the license plate on a hinge here. It actually flips down, but when I'm off-roading, there's certain places where I really don't want people taking my license plate, just for whatever reason. And so that actually comes in handy a lot, as a lot of you who dirt bike will probably know. I've got the Michelin T63 tires on here. These are street legal tires that do very well off-road, so any of you with dual sports that you ride on the road might want to look into those. They're really actually quite good tires. I haven't had any problems with them. One thing I did on this bike that has saved me is I filled the tires up with Fix-A-Flat, so that the rear tire has a 3/4 of a gallon of Fix-A-Flat in it, and the front one has about half a gallon in it. So these tires will not run flat. They've gotten a number of holes in them, and I can see, but there's so much Fix-A-Flat, it's almost impossible for them to go flat. Originally, I was having a lot of problems because after off-roading or even during off-roading, my tires would go flat in the first half of the trip, and then I was screwed. So I was either riding on a flat or trying to switch out tires just to figure out a way to get home. So putting a crap ton of Fix-A-Flat in your tires is, in my opinion, a great way to get around that, because there's just so much in there. The tire itself is basically full, and it can't lose air. Got the Marine Corps decals on there just because the fun of it. This is my tool carrier, so all the tools that I need for the bike come in here. On the back plate here, this is the handle for the winch. Got cages around all the lights, as you can see on the rear light there, and on the front light here. So originally the bike had a trickle charger to save the battery, but I gave up on that when the battery started glitching out. So now I just use the Kickstarter. So hey, that's it. You want to know how to do any of the projects I've done on this bike, let me know. Put it in the questions or comment section. Yeah, have a great day, everybody.